Hey everyone, how you doing? Hope you're all okay. Just working on a couple of sites here, or just collecting some of the details for one of the sites. In a way, kind of mapping over the global colors and global fonts from one to the other. I could just download a default kit and upload that, but sometimes I don't like doing that. So I'm just having to think about the layout for this website at the moment. Just trying to think about the best way to set it up. But I hope you're all okay. It's quite a nice Saturday today at the moment. So I will go out and do some gardening later. It's right. If anyone's adding any messages and I've not replied, it's because I'm just very quickly replying to some comments coming in on Facebook and stuff like that. And I need to just quickly rattle them out. Just make sure. Hey George, hey Carapace. You're just chilling today. I have got a really heavy workload for tomorrow. Loads of stuff I want to get done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things I want to get done tomorrow. Quite a lot of stuff to do. Most of them are website related as well. But they're all good as well in a way. They're all going to be good fun. Not too taxing. I like to leave a lot of my stuff that's not going to stress me out for Sunday. Because my wife's at work on Sunday, so all day it's just me and him. Up until about 5 o'clock. So I don't get a lot of web work done, but I'm going to try and do stuff that I can do while he's around me. I think. Do 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 do. Oh, I thought I set the background color for that. Why is that not set? I thought I set the background color. What's going on there then? I thought I did the background color. Hey Pixar, how you doing? So like I was saying, got quite a bit on, and I want to try and make a dent in just setting out a homepage layout on a website so I can sleep a little easy later on. Global colors, just do another color here. Yeah, okay. So yesterday I said I was looking at someone's website, and yesterday the bounce rate on their website for the last year has been nearly 0%, 0.5%, the bounce rate. And they got a blogging website. And I then changed their Google Search Console and Google Analytics because there was a problem with it. And I changed it and corrected it. And their bounce rate jumped up to 60%. And they were like, whoa, something's gone wrong. And I had to show them that prior to February 2021, their bounce rate was 60%, and then it dropped in February 2021 for over a year. It dropped to 0. And I had to explain to them, because they did something with their Google Analytics, that bounce rate is not true. Any website that has a bounce rate of 0.5%, that ain't true. Blogging websites generally have a bounce rate of about 60 to 90%. Hey, Mark. So I had to do that. And then this morning, I couldn't log into their website. There was a server issue. And then I emailed them and they were, oh yeah, what they did was they changed their website from PHP 7.4 to 8. And I was like, whoa, get it back to 7.4, which they did. So I said to them, look, don't update your server like that, okay, without thinking it through. But yeah, basically, George, what you're saying there, they done something wrong where, and the reason why I looked into it was when I looked at their website, their rank, when you go to Rank Math and you have like the dashboard, it's 0000 for page views, for all of this stuff. And I went, you haven't connected it properly. You haven't connected it to Google Analytics properly. The property settings. So they were like, oh my God, our bounce rate is always 0.5. And I was like, no. Shopping websites might hit 25, 30%. Blogging websites, 60, 90%. That's the average. Very high up, very high bounce rate. Exactly, George. And you know what? They get close to 2,000 visits a day. Nearly 2,000 visits a day. So they are a big website. And I said to them, that can't be true. That cannot be true. That people visiting all over the world are staying on your website indefinitely. Now their bounce rate is 55, 60%, which prior to February 2021 was 50, 60%. For about 4 years, it was like that. And then it went boom. And I'm like, how did they not notice that? Or sometimes it comes down to people thinking, wow, our website, everyone loves us. It's like, well, no, that's not the truth. Anyway, sent them I did an analytics report for them to just show them that, look, this is the truth of it, okay? So you might want to accept what it was then, but that wasn't the truth of it, okay? It's very different. But I'll tell you what, this morning when I logged in just to have a look at something else on their site, and you couldn't even get to the login. I was like, oh my god, can't be me, because it was fine. But yeah, anyone else out there, do not upgrade your PHP to 8. Stay at 7.4. 8, there's plugins, even WordPress, they're not geared up to work with PHP 8. Stay on 7.4. They haven't come back yet, Mark, and I've got a feeling they're kind of going, oh, they haven't replied yet to say what they think about it. You saw what I sent. I think it was pretty well written, don't you? With all the stats and stuff I gave them and the breakdown, they haven't come back on that, and I've got a feeling the penny's dropped. I think they've now realised, especially when I gave them the industry standards. You know what I mean? Like, what is the bounce rate for e-commerce, for this? Just to highlight to them that even a really good website shop will have a bounce rate of 30%. No one has 0.5. The only way you would have 0.5 is if only one person went to your website and they died. They live on their own and they died at that point. So they're like dead, right? And no one comes off to shut their internet or their Wi-Fi down. Then your bounce rate would be 0%, whatever. All right? 0.5%. Yeah, George, you know what I mean? It's like, well, as soon as they started speaking about their bounce rate, I was like, oh, hold on now. So I went into their analytics, went to their property, looked at the history for the last 5 years, looked at what was going down. I even exported yesterday's data to Excel, did a pivot table, showed them that, look, the page I was working on and all of that, you know, the bounce rate, arts and culture. Look at that, it's no different to the other pages. You know, the number of visits, the average. In fact, the average time on the website was now better than it's ever been. You know, so basic analysis. That's right. That's what we're good at. Analytics. Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy sneaks in all the time, Mark. You know, Jimmy's like the draft, right? You shut the door, and then all of a sudden the draft somehow comes in, and you're like, where's that coming from? And you walk around your house with a candle, trying to catch, where's the draft coming from? That's like Jimmy. Dun 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 dun. Hey, dun 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 dun. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Dan Fraggle Rock. Do 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 do. 30 is good, Cutty Devs. 30 is good. The only trouble I have with 30 is how he flips between page builders and how sometimes there's a bit of clickbaiting going on as well with headlines and titles to make people watch a video and all of that. So I think there's a bit of like I think there's a bit of not dishonesty, but I just wish that there was like yeah, I mean his videos are fine, okay, and he's good at what he does, but he flips around quite a bit, you know, with sometimes Elementor, sometimes Divi, sometimes this, sometimes that, and I'd prefer it if they kind of just stuck to one topic, rather than going, wherever they want to go sometimes. Like, stick to Elementor. Pepsi Max is so much better because, hey Jason, Pepsi Max is so much better because there's no sugar. There's probably a little bit somewhere in the can, but there's no sugar. Yeah, Gerald, I don't. It's a very, very strange one. It's a very and what I would recommend you do, okay, is I would turn off your internet. Turn off your internet for 5 minutes. It might sound like, why 5 minutes? Trust me, turn it off for 5 minutes and then turn it back on. Because it could be your IP address keeps locking onto something. And that can affect what you see on screen. So it might sound really weird, but believe me, turn off your internet. Zoom, the way you got to look at it is that sugar is bad for you. Substitutes can be bad for you, but I tell you what, having less sugar in, unless you're a very active person. So Mark is a proper active person, right? If you are super, super active, you can get away with the sugar. But if you're not active, then having the sugar just sit in your body is not good for you. Drink less. So just check the messages here. No, Jimmy, it's good. It's always good to have you as well, yeah? I think it's great. We have a nice community here, and like I said, from Monday, not today, but from Monday, I will be opening it up. I'll be jumping back onto EV Mux so that you can, if you want to join in on the chat and be on camera, you can do. We can do that. We can make it, you can show your face and talk. Jason, am I experienced with Bertha? Yep, I use Bertha quite a lot. I've produced a lot of videos for them that now sit within Bertha. So when you install Bertha, my videos are inside of Bertha now. Mark, that's exactly what I have as well. It's like, I still go back to that artificial sweeteners and all that. It's far worse to have more sugar, but you're just sat. Like right now, I'm just sat. So you make sure you're active and burning it off, okay? Nice one, George. Become the authority on Elementor. Hey, don't worry. To be honest, Jimmy, we're going to be trying it out on Monday. I might even try it out later on tonight. Who knows? I might try it out tonight. See how I feel. And then if it works well with something we could do every now and again, if people want to, so you're not having to kind of like always type your questions or even just conversing with one another. You can just do it now like puppets on screen. But you know what, Sue? When you're recording, like today I recorded 3 more podcast videos. And I had to keep restarting. I'm like, hey, Imran, it's web. No, that's not right. Hey, I'm Imran Webs. No, that's not right. Hey, we're here to help. You get your words wrong. Happens all the time, mate. But when you're live, you might get your words a little bit muddled and go, whatever. But so what? You just carry on talking. No one cares. Hey, Di. No one cares. Or Day. No, it's Di, isn't it? Yeah. No one cares because it's natural. It's like if you're speaking to someone outside. But when you're on camera, you're trying to convey things in a different way. And that's when you muddle your words. You have to retake, redo. But when you're live, come on. Does anything I say sound rehearsed when we're doing these live chats? Does anything feel like, oh, Did he mean to say that? Half the time I don't know what I'm saying. Oh no, Bertha broke some of the pages. That sounds a bit odd. Because what it should do is just affect your content. It shouldn't break anything at all. So Bertha is artificial intelligence. Basically, it's a content writing tool. What's really good about it, though, is like you can do your product descriptions, your keywords, your meta titles, your headers, your paragraphs, your blogs. You can. I did a video. It's a 10-minute video I did on Bertha. Go to Bertha on YouTube, and you'll see a video 10 minutes. And I used Charlie Thailand diving, and I created like 3.5 pages worth of information in 10 minutes, right? Basically, you could put all of this on your homepage, your about page, over here, over there, wherever, and it's so good at the wording it gave. You give it a sentence, and it blows it up to like that. Gives you paragraphs of information you can stick in. Hey Saheb. Okay, so who's better, Jimmy Farhad or Boy? Jimmy Farhad creates a lot of CSS coding, and I have to be honest, half of what he creates you wouldn't use on your website. I have to be honest. Half of what he does is really, really good, but would you use it? Boy is a proper plugin which does proper animation, fancy stuff. And I hate to say it, and I'll say it right now, some of Jimmy Farhad's stuff, I have seen him take the code from other YouTubers, or he's imitated some of their videos and passes it off as his own. So I think Jimmy Farhad is good, but is what he does really unique? Not really. Is Boy more powerful? Yes, for animation and GSAP, you can't knock it. Boy is really good. So terms and conditions. What you do is when we first did it, we started. I started looking at what do other websites have, and then you basically paraphrase because they're all kind of not that dissimilar, and you find what works for you, and then you create your own, and that's what you do. Nice one, Zoom. R. None of them. Hey, Jason. Yeah, so good. So do a search for Bertha AI. Go to their channel. I think there's about 30 odd videos on there now. A lot of them are quite short. Yeah, exactly what Pickstar says there. So what he's referring to is I see a lot of videos out there and they show how to do something and you kind of go, would you use that? So I'm not picking on Jim Farhad here, but he's done a lot of tutorials where he does like a card and it's got a glowing effect. He does a lot of those. And I sort of go, how many websites right now, or the last 20 you built, would you have used that? How useful is that? So there's only so many ways you can keep regurgitating that in a different way. One of the things I regurgitate quite a lot, the code, but I show how you can use it differently, is the one where you hover over a column or a section and then something else appears. That you could use infinitely, right? And you're always going to want to have something that appears. But there's lots of these glowing effects, and I kind of go, how often would you use that? But hover effects on a column, or a section, you know, where words or images appear, or maybe you got a product and when you hover over the product, a video appears in another image. That's quite a cool, fancy, interactive thing to do. And it's so simple with tiny bit of code. I mean, we're talking tiny. Do you know what, George? That is so true what you say there. So for the Thailand diving, I just put in Thailand diving. equipment, location, food, restaurants, and I hit generate, and it gave me tons of stuff. And then what I did is I picked off a sentence it gave me, and it generated even more. Picked off another sentence, generated even more. So you're able to elaborate. So it says to you, right, okay, I'll use this sentence as a header. It then generates all the text for the restaurants and bars and hotels and stuff. And you're like, this is pretty good. Like travel, how to get to Thailand. It gave tons of info. Saves you going on to Wikipedia and Google. So Jimmy, our privacy policy and our cookies policy and our terms and conditions, when I was devising it, have you ever heard of Termageddon? Termageddon, they're quite big. They work worldwide with privacy policies and all that. They offered me, they offered to redo ours for free because of the stuff we do. So I gave it to them and they reworked it. So our privacy policy and our terms and conditions have been worked through by Termageddon. So it's a bit more bulletproof legally. But exactly what George is saying. I mean, I took literally 10 minutes, and I was recording while I did it. So in 10 minutes, not only am I talking to the camera, not only am I going through it step by step as a video, but in 10 minutes, I created over 3.5 pages worth of content that you could use in different bits of the website. Boom, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's right, Pickstar. Does it work with different languages? Oh, good question. Because I only tend to use the English version. I don't know. George might have a better reply for that. Yeah, Birth for AI, yeah. Oh, he's used it for Greek, yeah. Sorry, I've just missed a reply there, yeah. To be honest, Sahib, I think if you're doing a YouTube channel just to get clients, then I think you're going to be waiting a very long time. Because people come to the channels to learn. Maybe they might hire you because they see, oh, we like what you do. But if your intent is just to create a channel so that people use you, then I would say you're going to be waiting a long time, because it's more about, like the videos I put on, I'm trying to engage and train designers, developers, people that are totally brand new to website design. Here you go, this is how you could do XYZ. If your intent is just to get clients, then I would say you're going to make sure you do some really powerful videos to get yourself across. And I don't do these videos or these live chats to get an income or whatever. We're doing it to engage with people, to build up trust, so people might want to work with us in the future. But then again, it also comes down to what your client base is and who you're trying to attract as well. Any plugin that we can hide WordPress and its plugins? I can't remember, but if I'm honest, Romania, I wouldn't do that. I'm a little bit funny about that, because what if you drop dead, right? And your client now can't log in to see all the stuff. I'm just saying, okay, what happens if you drop dead and you've gone and set that up for someone? Exactly what Soom says there. You are not going to get clients, because what happens is the more, look, I'll be honest, people have contacted us from Facebook or even from YouTube, but that's because they can see we're continuously supporting, and we're not just going, hey, yeah, I'll show you what to do, but you're going to have to pay me before I show you what to do. Then they're like, well, what was the point of saying you were going to show us then, kind of thing. Yeah, take care, Jimmy. Have fun, all right. House duties. Go hoover the house or clean or whatever you're doing. Do you get clients from Elementor Community Group? Very rarely. Very rarely. There are some. I'll tell you my big beef. I'll tell you why I say rarely. I do get contacted a lot from people off the Elementor Community Group. They see I'm active, they see I'm offering help and advice, whatever, and they like the way I do things. And then they're like, okay, can you work on our website? And I go, what do you want? They tell me, I give them a price. I even give them a discounted price because they're coming from the community group. And they go, ooh, that's too much. Can't you do it for free? Nope. Can't you do it for $30? Nope. I'm not redoing your homepage for $30. But this website client has only paid me $40. I can't afford that. I'm really sorry, but I'm like, don't care. I'm like, okay, fine, great, good luck. Here, watch this video. Look at this playlist. Do this, do that. But, you know, don't be surprised, you know, if people do want a bit of work from the community group, but they won't be high paying. So you want me to say bottle of water? There you go, bottle of water. Bottle of water. I would love a bottle of water. Sounds wrong me even saying that. I want a bottle of water. I feel like I'm choking up. Exactly what George said. I mean, like, we did a job for a client about a year ago. They're now coming back with loads more stuff they want, an expansive list, and it's, you know, good work, good client, referrals, blah, blah, blah. Bottle of water. Boa or war? Boa war. Boa. No, that's more, can I bow a war? I don't know which accent would say it like that. Slurring a bit. Yeah, this was sent to me by the Burford team, by the way. This was the Burford team. They gave it to me. So I quickly just did a couple of quick videos for them this morning. So this was from them. Yeah, go for it, Jason. Send us the link. It'll be interesting to see because I can probably ask the owners of Burford, you see. I'd be suspect of that channel soon if they're telling you to say bottle of water like that. Romania Live, best marketing strategy. So a bit like what Mark has said, but if you really want to get tips, best thing to do is join our Mastery membership where we go into more detail. But the key thing, the number one thing you need to do in your marketing strategy is that whatever you put out there, you got to build trust. You got to build a relationship. If you just put an image of you out there, stood in front of a mansion with a Ferrari behind you going, hey, I make $10,000 a month. A lot of people are not going to like you. They're just going, oh, God, whatever. How much do you earn as an affiliate of Elementor? I'll tell you what, it's nowhere near 5,000 a month. I can tell you that now. Anyone who says to you they are making 5,000 a month, okay. All right, so where did you hear that? Where did you hear it's 5,000 a month? Where did you hear that? I'd love to know where you heard that from, Sahib. Where's that? Where'd you hear that? Yep, Andrew Palmer, yeah. What's your where did you hear that? Yeah, Jason, I've just got your thing. So I'm looking at your page. So yeah, you could use Bertha to expand on this. You could definitely use it. Yeah, so I can see your page. Yeah, I can see it. I've memorized what it looks like. Go and activate now. What you're going to do. So go and activate Bertha now, just so I can see. Yep, go on, do it now. Activate and refresh. Go. Ah, but right. So Ferdy said that, right? Okay. So Ferdy said that, right? You're only going on the fact of what they say, and did they show visual truth about that? And don't forget though, Ferdy just has to put out a video that says I farted, and he'll get 1,000 views in an hour, right? Ferdy just has to say something like he can put whatever he wants out. He's up there, right, with people flowing to look at his content. He's right up there, right? Yeah, cheers, George. Yeah, let me just now look at the page again. So Ferdy probably is getting up there because he has so many views. However, when he says 5,000 a month, was that 1 month? Was that 2 months? Was that on Black Friday? Was that consistent? Have you seen a chart that confirms that in terms of commissions and whatever? So, so I've just refreshed it, and it looks the same to me. I think it looks the same. Hold on. I don't know if I'm missing something, Jason, but it looks the same to me, I think. I've just refreshed it again. I mean, the only thing that's not working is, you know, you got the accordion. That doesn't seem, the toggle, the accordion doesn't seem to be working. Exactly, Sahib. That was the Black Friday. See what I mean? Look at the facts, yeah? Like, look, let me tell you a story, right? In 2011, because I work in the NHS, right, when I did, everyone was jumping up and down, right? Oh my God, the number of people going into hospital for flus went through the roof in 2010. Oh my, no, not flus. They said the number of people going into accidents and emergency went through the roof. Oh my God, what is up with people? What is up with people? And I was like, hold on. Look at the time period. Look at the time period in 2010. That was when we had bird flu pandemic. Do you remember that in 2010, bird flu? Was it Japan or China? I think it was Japan where it started. Bird flu pandemic, 2010, that period. And I was like, that is why people were going in and out of hospital. Deal with it. But if it's a Black Friday period, of course, probably with his influence, he probably got it. But I bet his rate after Black Friday went like that. Meow. Oh, Daryl Wilson spends bucket loads on YouTube adverts. And there are so many people that do YouTube adverts. When I see them, I go, right, so you're telling me that you got tons of money. You're telling me you're so popular, but you're having to resort back to doing adverts again. Well, obviously your income is doing that, so you're having to invest again to create income. Yeah, you see, look, I can still see those sections. Yeah, Jason, just out of curiosity, right? Can you deactivate or optimize or any JavaScripting? Not JavaScripting, any optimization plugin, and then check it. Bertha works free. You're limited to, I think, 1,000 words. I can't remember now. I think you're limited a little bit. I think it's 1,000 words, I think, a month or something. The Pro gives you a whole lot more. But if you want to test it out for free, install it for free and test it out. No, there's nothing wrong with running ads here, but let me tell you the thing about YouTube. Let me tell you something about YouTube adverts, just like Facebook adverts, just like Twitter adverts, like LinkedIn adverts. So many of these adverts are like, hey, you know what? Do you know what it's like trying to get work and you can't get work and you feel really down? Guess what? I'm turning over $10,000 every day and I own this and I own that and I own that. And guess what? I'm going to tell you how to do it. You can either buy this book or you can download this video or you can pay me. And hey, limited time offer because the prices will go up. And once you join, you will earn that kind of money too. But guess what? What I won't tell you is the fact that my income is based on you paying me to tell you stuff that you probably could have found on Google yourself, right? So a lot of these adverts, they're like, yeah, I'm a millionaire and I'm going to help share you, give you all help. Look, I have this thing, right, that if you are so successful, right, just do a podcast or even do a YouTube advert where you just tell people what to do. Just tell them. You're so successful. Yeah, go with the free. See how you feel about it. Is YouTube safe as a career choice? Let's say I make it stable. Is there any point it could be valuable? Well, the only way YouTube won't be stable is if you share your password with someone else. However, to make a career out of YouTube is not easy. It's not simple. It's about content. It's about creativity. Like, I could say to you, Sahib, like, are you going to invest in a good camera or a webcam, microphone, studio layout? Where do you live? So I'm not trying to sound geographically biased here, but are you going to be able to reach a wider audience as well? Or how do you... that's where I was going to go with George. So, with the... Sorry, Jason as well. So, auto-optimize. If you've got a setting which is minifying JS or CSS, untick them. Untick them. Because that's often one of the things that was affecting... the 3.6.4 Elementor Pro, where we had an issue that was being caused, well, actually it's more to do with combining CSS and JS. Yeah, I mean, look, the way I see it is that when you think about the amount of time you put into creating YouTube videos, right? Soon we'll know what I'm talking about. Create the video, edit the video, upload the video, cover art, description, upload the video, promote the video, and all of that amount of time. Yeah, it's the combined one, yeah, George. But all that amount of time, it's a lot of investment of time. So I've recorded 5 videos this morning, right? And I didn't go live today until whatever time I went live. But I from 9 o'clock to 10:30, I was recording. Retakes, redo, all that. I've got to edit them. Cover art. I've got to do all this stuff. That's now going to be my morning tomorrow gone with that stuff. And then, if you're not hitting like 10,000 views by day one, it is a bit demoralizing. It's a bit like, I wish it was higher. And it takes time. But for me, it's like, don't bank on just don't bank on gaining like loads of income. Look, and I'll be honest with you, okay? I've got people. So like yesterday, we had someone else who's emailed. I get them every day. Hey, we want to sponsor you to do a video. So what will happen is I can do a video, but in that video, I have to mention their company. I look at the company and I don't like what they're promoting. There's one company that does SEO. They charge people $2,000 for SEO. Basic SEO, $2,000. So I said, okay, we'll do a video, but the video will cost $1,000. They're like, no, we're not paying that. We're not paying that. We'll give you a link. And you might earn if they click it. I went, I don't think my viewers will click it. You want me to promote $2,000 SEO, and then you're going to give me a link. You either pay $1,000 because I'm not doing it. So too many people, they wanna promote something, or like I've seen some videos out there, right, for Elementor, and it was sponsored by an NFT company, and that NFT company expects you to pay a bulk sum of money to get some products because they reckon it will be worth millions of pounds in the future. You're gambling with money. Cool, well done. Well, Jason, it was George as well. You know, the combined thing. So yeah, it's weird, isn't it, Jason, George? How sometimes we can't always assume that plugins talk to one another really well. So Bertha, I can tell you now, the Bertha, they don't have any optimization on their websites really, because they don't really need it. But things just muck around. Exactly, Pixar, $2,000 for the basic SEO. I mean, it's like $5, and that's per month. It's $2,000 per month. Who are you kidding here? I know, and this is the other thing, George. People contacting and going, yeah, look, promote NFT, and they then tell you what to say. So you have to say this. And I'm like, I am not going to mislead my viewers who have built trust with me to tell them, hey, guess what? You got to use this. This is an amazing... All right, I'll tell you what. Do you know Mr. Website Reviews? He does YouTube. Mr. Website Reviews. He's bald head. He was... I saw one of his videos today. I just came across in my YouTube timeline. He was promoting a plugin. And he was going on about how it's the... that's right, it was for Facebook. It was a Facebook plugin. And he was going, it is the best plugin ever. You have to get this. You have to buy this. I watched his video and I wanted to reply, but he's not. He locked off the comments. When an influencer stops you commenting, that's because they know they're talking bullshit, right? Web Reviews. I think it's called Mr. Website Reviews. What's his name? Web Reviews or something. And because I was going to say, but WP Social Ninja, you can get the pro version, but the free version will do everything you've said and more. And it does Twitter, and it does Instagram, and it does YouTube, and you get a messenger bot for free. Why are you out there saying this is the best? And it's so obvious, isn't it? Because they've been told to do it. I mean, look, I don't make no lie. So we have an affiliate link for Elementor Pro, Elementor Cloud. If you want to buy it, go get it. If you don't get it. But we stand by that. We completely, we're continuously, one person even said to me, oh, but you're biased towards hello whenever you say use hello. And I was like, well, yeah, I'm biased towards hello because it's good. And then they said, oh, but you only do that because you want the Elementor Pro affiliate link. And I went, hold on. Hello is free. There is no Hello Pro. You can use Hello with whatever plugin you want, whichever page builder you want. Hello is just free. So they did a comment on one of our YouTube videos, which was about the best theme to use, where I reviewed Cadence, Astra, Ocean WP, Generate Press, and hello. And they went, oh, you said this is a non-biased review, but of course you're going to promote hello. Hello's free. What the heck are they talking about? It's got enough. It's irrelevant that it's built by the Elementor people. You know? Exactly, George. Oh, so Sahib's saying, Sahib is saying, do I want to become the next WP crafter? No, I don't want to be the next WP crafter. I don't want to be the next Verdi. I don't want to be the next WP Tuts. I don't want to be the next Daryl Wilson. Okay, and let me tell you why I don't want to be any of them. Because they do not stick to what they preach. They scatter. There's a bit of a scattergun approach. Okay, I preach what I believe in. So we, yeah, exactly what Mark said there. We don't deviate or mislead you or showcase things that I know, well, you know what, if a few people buy it, we make a bit of money, and if they don't like it, tough luck. That's just not how we want to be. So we don't want to be anything like them. We want to be where we are. And I would like to think that in 10 years' time, unless Elementor implodes and becomes rubbish or whatever, or something else massively takes over, I hope we're still doing this with Elementor and WordPress and going from strength to strength. And I hope you guys are all still here too. But you see, Sahib, let me tell you something, yeah? There are a few other influencers out there who I believe are also buying views. And I have to be very careful because I've already spoken about one of them today, and I'm not going to say the name again. But I am very suspect when I see their views. I sort of go, I wonder if they're buying views and subscriptions to create this, to make people think they're really popular, so people join them more, or people try and buy their services. And I hope when you see how many views we get, come on, be honest here, everyone. Look at the amount of views I get on some of my videos. They are pretty low. Maxime is brilliant. Maxime Element, how his coding, what he produces is wicked. But I'm just going to go to that website review website because I can't remember what he's got now. But look at the views we get. We are not gaming the system. We are not buying views. You can clearly see how many we get. So I'm going to go to Mr. Website. I think it's Mr. Website Reviews. I can't remember what his name is. Mr. Web Reviews, that's it, right? Okay. So let's go look at his videos. Yeah, exactly right. So I mean, and this is the other thing. So have you all heard of Yoda websites? Yoda websites? Have you seen how many views they've got? Like over 500,000. Why have Yoda website got over 500,000 views? You all know why. We all know why they get 500,000, right? Just do a search for Yoda websites. Right? Number one, they've called themselves Yoda. Right? Web Yoda, sorry, not Yoda websites, Web Yoda, right? They've called themselves Web Yoda, number one. Right? Looking for a complete how to make a website for... Right. Look at their cover art. Go to their channel, Web Yoda. One word, Web Yoda. Look at the cover art. Who's she? She's not the presenter. Who is she? You can even see who the presenter is. He looks nothing like her. Right? Look at the videos. Look at all of the cover art for the videos. I dare you, just look at them. And on loads of the videos, right, when you hover over them, there's quite a few of them where you actually see her just walking in the ocean or whatever. You know what I mean? And I get very annoyed when I see videos going, yeah, how to build a website, 600,000 views. and I just think, wow, you know. You're not boring, George. You're not boring. She's the view collector. But it's all about honesty, because I'll tell you what, Saheb, is that there will be loads of people that go to Web Yoda, they might have watched it just because of the lady on the cover or whatever. But you know what? They will probably not return back to them or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I know the video editing is really bad as well. It's just so awful. But you know Web Yoda? Click on a Web Yoda video, close your eyes and make sure your mum's not there, Sahib, or your mum's going to throw a slipper at you. But when you look at the video, you can see he's put tons of keywords. Like his description, half of it is just keywords. Look at his video. And I don't like doing that. I don't want anyone to look at our channel, our videos, how we present and do things and go, yeah, they gamed the system. And the reason why I don't like gaming the system is because I've spent a lifetime looking out for people that game the system. You know, me and Mark, we've worked in the health industry. We've worked in analytics. We're looking for GPs, hospitals, services that are gaming the system. Getting more money or whatever, using up public resources. And I just don't like it. It's not honest. And like Mark said earlier, it's about our integrity. Where I used to work, 5 principles we really followed, things like integrity was one of them. When you get out of bed, do you A, fall over, B, wonder where the heck you are, or 3, go, you know what, this is what I'm going to do today and this is how I'm going to do it. And I'll do the best I can without hurting anyone, without doing anything illegal or immoral. That's my integrity. Hey, Mahboob, how you doing? Exactly, George. It applies everywhere. Do you know what, Soom? Exactly. So if you go back 22 years ago, right? 22 years ago, people were putting the word Britney Spears throughout their websites. Did you know that? Britney Spears in 2000 and 2001 was the most searched for keyword on the internet. Did you know that? 2000 and 2001. I know that because I did a law degree, so it was one of the computer law module that we cover that off, and it's because people were literally just putting Britney Spears in their not YouTube videos, websites. So in their websites, in the footers and wherever, they had the word Britney Spears hidden away, whatever. It was appalling. It might be you search for something or whatever, and their website popped up. I did not search for Britney Spears. I'm just telling you that is what was happening back then. Exactly, George. So we did a few of them as well. But sometimes, like if someone is struggling to buy a domain or hosting, I just send them a video from one of the videos we've done. I go, here you go, watch this. Okay, right. So here's my... No, I was... Her very first song was like very different. Okay, you cannot deny. Hit Me One More Time came out at the same time as Backstreet Boys did Backstreet's Back Again, right? And it was very different at the time. It was like, oh, okay. And then you had Shakira follow on not long after that with her Wherever song, Whenever. So it was like a new age being ushered in, wasn't it, in music? Now, Jim Farhad, okay, let me tell you something about people asking for those effects. I am going to make an assumption that a lot of those people that ask for those effects, that then stick it on their website or their client's website, how successful are they with their business and their clients? Because if those effects, I can't see those effects being useful on a lot of websites we build. So now it's all a case of like, they might ask for it and they might use it, but are they actually gaining anything from it? Really? Someone might come to your website and go, "Oh, that's nice," but is it gonna make them go, "Oh, I want to work with this designer"? Do you know what I mean? Is it gonna convert? I'll tell you what it does. It converts me to leave, is what it does. I would say, right, Sue, serious question now. Should you get a job to get experience before they start their own business? I think that I could easily say that I've worked for, let me get this right now, so 1996. So I've worked for 26 years of my life, 26 years. And in that time, I have learnt customer interaction, conflict resolution, difficult people, good people, monitoring, performance, finances, risk management, time management, prioritizing, all of these things. These are life lessons that you can apply to your work. But if you jump into web design and all that and you don't understand a lot of this, you could find that you struggle when you get a difficult client. I don't think all of Jim Fahad's videos are real views. That's my opinion. Maybe they are. I don't think they are. That's just me. That's just my opinion. But hey, but with regards to getting a job, I would say that when you run a website business, you will have loads of people, no people, loads of clients, no clients. You will have this. When you don't, if you get money here, what do you do with that money? Do you spend it? Do you use it? Do you keep some of it behind? So that when you get no clients next month, you've got something to live off. So the money you earn here, how far can you stretch it? If that can stretch you 3 months, good. So if you have a bad month, okay. But then the following month, hopefully you get more clients. How far can you stretch it? How far can you stretch it? And like Mark said, it's about the marketing. It's about getting out there. See what Mark is saying there, you see, right? Because you could easily argue and say, right, that like loads of people that have massive followers, right? Okay, they're still having to pump out content. They're still having to do stuff, get sponsorships or whatever, because your viewership is not going to make you a millionaire. Your viewership is not going to pay your mortgage bill and all of that. But it's your marketing. So I would say, Sue, because I keep digressing from your question, I would say that you got to play safe, and I would say you do. Hey, Dave, I would say, Sue, you do need to kind of think about your backup, because when you're struggling, you might lose hope, and you always got to don't give up, but until you've built up this like magnet where people are coming to you, you're getting referrals in, you've got to be really careful of just not having a backup job. But you see, this is where, the mastery membership, okay, kicks in. So for any of you that aren't aware of this, okay, but the Web Squadron isn't just me. It's Mark as well, okay? We're joint directors in this, okay? Yeah, I might do the creative stuff, but he is very creative with the marketing and the business side of things. And it means I can focus on that and he can focus on that, but we can also have a joint trajectory of where we want to take things. And if you're growing your business and you're struggling and you need that advice, or you need that pep talk, or you just need someone to help you with your business model and give you new ideas, that's where the mastery membership kicks in. Because it's not just me, and it's not just Mark. It's the other people in the community as well. We've got Charlie, Michelle, Winnie, you know. Gerald's now part of it as well, you know. So, and we've got others as well. And it's always growing. Sahib says, what would be the best career choice? Elementor designer or WordPress theme developer? Yeah, theme development for me is a saturated market. Unless you create a theme that is so amazing and evergreen and easy to adapt, you're just like every other theme then. And most of the time, we are always saying, just use hello. Just use hello. Build what you want. The only time when I use a theme is for a directory website, and I use my listing theme, right? Other than that, you know, you can either become a WordPress designer and use different tools, or you can use Elementor. Now then, I am going to cut this live off in about... I am going to cut this live off in 2 minutes because my son's just coming home. He's just running across now. So I am going to stop this in 2 minutes. We've only been live today for 1 hour, 6 minutes. I might come back live later on tonight. I might do. Yes, we did, Jason. We did know each other. I think me and Mark have known each other now for... I think close to 8 years now. I think it's 8 years. I think it's 8 years now. Might be longer than that, but I think it's definitely 8 years. No, it's more than 8 years. I think it's 8.5 years. Oh yeah, if I brought him, he'll start shouting and going down the microphone. Yeah, but to be honest, Mahboob, we had to think about that as well. We were like, well, Shopify, Wix, Squarespace, all of that. But then it was like, well, we're just going to become experts and good in what we do. Because I didn't want to stretch our skill sets and knowledge in too many tools, because then we might become rubbish without understanding all of them. Exactly what George says. When you do it as a job, when you make a career out of it, you are able to be more critical and focused, and you're able to just make things work and look good. All right, everyone, I'm going to say bye now because I am going to shoot off. I'm going to shoot off now. I might be back later on. I might be back later on, seeing how I get on with gardening and all that. But I am now going to disappear. It's been great fun. We've only been live for just over an hour. Hey, Akash, we're just going off now. I'm really sorry. You're just joining as we're about to go off. Do watch the replay. But we're about to go off now. I'll probably be back later on. I think I will be back later on this evening. Probably. I'll see how I'm feeling after a bit of gardening and stuff, and talking to my son about what he's been up to. Take care, everyone. Make sure you enjoy your weekend too. Been good chatting, Soom and everyone. I hope, and Saheb as well. I hope it's given you stuff to think about. Take care. See you all soon. Bye.